I feel great. I love being here in Italy. It's been reminding me a lot of when I was a kid racing here. I first came here in 1997 and I've loved it since.
How's it been? Has it been a roller coaster?
It definitely has, but every season is. This year it's been the busiest first half of a season I've ever had. The pressure's for sure been the highest in expectation for myself and from everyone wanting so much. But when you're faced with the reality is that we're not fighting currently for the World Championship in terms of pure pace. There's still a long way to go, so maybe we'll close the gap and all of a sudden be back in the mix. That becomes a realization for everyone, and the outside pressure is intense, clearly, for Ferrari, because it's such a prestigious brand. There's such high expectations for the brand. And for me, I have high expectations for myself, because of course I want to be...
You're hard on yourself.
Oh, massively. But that's how I got to where I am. And so...
Is that the secret? Being hard on yourself?
No, I don't think that's a secret necessarily, and I think I'm definitely in the phase of my life where I'm like, I need to be kinder to myself, because I have, I had to remind myself that I've actually won a lot of championships. Sometimes when you're so in it, you forget about those things, but putting a huge amount of work in, and there's a long way to go. My first year at Mercedes, the first 6 months were difficult too. It just wasn't as big a hype as here, because this is Ferrari. The direction that I pushed the car and the setup worked well in China, and then we had to pull back on some things, and we've not been able to get there since. I mean, it's always the same thing. If you go down the pit lane, probably everyone wants more rear. The more rear you have, the faster you go. All the years that I won, if you look all the years of all the successful drivers, they have a stable rear end, and that's what we need to work towards.
What is the Formula One you'd like to race in the future?
I don't think it's going in the right direction personally, but maybe I'll be surprised next year. Maybe we'll arrive and the cars are really nice, and with the direction we're going, we're going slower, the cars are getting heavier. I mean, next year I guess they are getting lighter, but this generation of car is the heaviest car that I've raced in. For me, I miss the sound, and when you hear a V12, a Ferrari, it's like, it's the passion. As soon as we started with V6s, whilst it's a good direction to go in, for the world in terms of sustainability, I think it's been positive in that respect. But you can't get away from the fact that the sound is not the same as when you watch Michael Schumacher's car from 2003 come past. And it's like,
You're learning Italian.
I was doing a lot of lessons at the beginning of the year, and then we got heavily into traveling, and then it kind of fell off a little bit. I need to pick it back up. But it's really, really hard. The ire, ere, are, remembering all the... God.
I still don't know.
The thing that I'm probably most proud of is I set up a foundation, which is called Mission 44. We're working with... now 40 organizations throughout the UK. We have working with 4 in America and 2 in Brazil, and it's helping young kids, trying to transform young kids' lives and give people from underprivileged backgrounds an opportunity to get into STEM, to realize that STEM can lead to amazing jobs. Everywhere I go, still to this day, I don't see anyone that looks like, very, very few people that look like me. For example, the Formula One movie, diversity was an important topic when I started talking about working on the movie. It's like we need to show what Formula One can be, should ultimately get to, and it's really important for people to see that, because if a kid sees it, doesn't matter where you're from, what your gender is, if you can see it and say, oh, I could also be there.
You believe it's possible.
You believe it's possible. And me growing up, when I was growing up watching Formula One, there was no one that looked like me there. So, but I'm crazy, because I'm like, that doesn't matter to me. I try everything, and in my mind, I don't have a lot of barriers, but I know there's a lot of kids that see those things, and so that's the thing I'm most proud of. And we're now working in conjunction with Ferrari as well to see how we can improve the input flow opportunity flowing through into Ferrari. The fact is, I think we do have a good car. I think when everything comes together, that's tire temperatures, that's when we're getting the best out of the tires, getting the best out of the floor, the front wing, and out of the engine and of the drivers, and it's easy, we're comfortable and we feel confident. I think we can, you've seen moments where China, you've seen Charles get onto the podium, so clearly there is potential there, but tapping into it each weekend is really, really difficult. Consistency is key, and processes are really key, and there's areas that we're just not